How's it going, guys? Kyle with Dirt Bike Channel here. I'm out on the Beta 390, and this is the trail that I rode last week on my KTM 300 XCW TPI, and so now I'm riding it this week on the Beta, and just gonna see how she does. This bike so far has been just phenomenal for me. I've been so pleasantly surprised with how amazing this thing has been. And I think this thing is probably going to end up being my favorite four-stroke that I've ever done. It's just really good. There's something about the way that it delivers power that just isn't quite so in your face as opposed to a lot of the other four strokes that I've ridden over the years. I do feel like I hit my foot pegs more on this bike than some of the other bikes I'm riding. I don't know if that's just in my head or not. As I was saying before, I rode this trail just a few days ago on a different bike, and so it'll be fun to do the comparison with this 390. And so far, man, the 390's been good. Forks are great. Like, absolutely love these front forks. And on the last Beta that I had, the previous Beta, I had an issue with the front brakes being kind of grabby. Now, either Beta fixed that. I know these are Nissan front brakes. Either they fixed that somehow, or I had just kind of a bad set before, because I haven't noticed any problem. The brakes on this have been just, they've worked flawlessly. Use a little clutch. I must be in second gear. We got enough torque here to kind of do what we need to do. And obviously this is a little bit tighter single track. But yeah, I love the way the power comes on with this 390. Very torquey, but it's not in your face. It just doesn't snap the rear wheel and light it up and spin. So I feel like on this bike, I get a lot of forward push, you know, a forward momentum, more than I just get snappy wheel spin, you know, pop the front tire up. I think it's the most forgiving, you know, single track off-road four-stroke that I've been on, because it doesn't stall super easily. It isn't quite so high-strung as like a normal, like a 350, and it's got more torque than a 250, obviously, and so it just does really well. Like I was saying, this Beta is a bad mamma jamma when you can get a head of steam on it. This thing is just stable, handles like a dream. The forks are probably the best stock forks I've ever had. And this bike inspires a lot of confidence in me. Oh. And I don't feel like I'm on a big bore. I feel like I'm on a smaller bore bike that's super torquey. I feel a little bit like I'm on a 250, not a freaking 390. I was down there doing some pivot turn drills, some side hill pivot drills, worked myself into a lather. Gotta get moving. Freeze some of this sweat off. Listen to that baby hum. She be moving. See, with these rocks, man, this front fork is just smoking those rocks, eating them up. Even though I was a little out of shape there, cross-rutted, the bike just ate that up. Oh, that was good.